Hello everybody, welcome back to Black Desert Online, and today guys, as we said on the last episode, we are going to talk about conversations and why it's so important to do conversations in this game. And one thing that you need to know is that not every NPC is able to have conversations with you, only the ones marked with an icon of two faces facing each other, like that one up there, or this one right here, as you can see on the top. Okay, now why do you need conversations? Well, you need conversations in order to gain Amity, and every NPC in Black Desert have something called Amity, and Amity is a measure and how they like you. Okay, so you gain Amity primarily by engaging in a conversation with them. Okay, now keep in mind that engaging in conversations with NPC costs you energy, so you need to be careful here and think as a trade. You need to trade energy for Amity. Okay, additionally, you can gain Amity with NPCs by waving at them, but that isn't very energy efficient. In actual fact, is I don't recommend you to do it. Okay, but there you go. If you want to know, there it is. Now, getting higher Amity with NPCs rewards you, and NPCs will share knowledge with you, have additional conversations, give you new quests, this is important, and even offer you special items via their shop if they have one. Okay, now to check what Amity for each NPC gives you, interact with them and look at the Amity wheel on the bottom left. So let's do that very quick. So in order to start a conversation, get close to the NPC with the icon on the top of their heads, indicating that they are able to have a conversation with you, and click R. Another thing is important to mention at this stage is that whenever you create a character, and you need to choose the zodiac sign, and depending upon that zodiac sign, if the NPC have the same one as you chose on the creation of the character, you will also gain extra Amity. So I hope that makes sense. So let's talk about knowledge. And engaging in a conversation with an NPC requires knowledge. That is super important, because without the knowledge, he will know or she won't know anything with you in terms of conversation. Which this knowledge is gained by interacting with other NPCs, killing mobs, and doing many other things. For example, here on the left, you will see the interest knowledge status windows right here. Now, his interest is Olbia villagers. So I went around Olbia and spoke to 9 out of 11 villagers, and that is how I gained my knowledge. So now he's able to converse with me because he's sparked the interest. Okay, so I hope that makes sense as well. Each NPC has a specific field of knowledge that are interested in, and they will only talk to you if you meet the minimum amount of knowledge required. So there you go, here it is. Okay, that is the interest knowledge status window. Okay, so whenever you are going to start a conversation, look here first. If the conversation button is grayed out and you can't interact with it, it's because you are not meeting these requirements. Okay. Another thing that we need to talk to before we start in the conversation is energy. And engaging in conversations costs energy, as we already said it. It is usually 2 energy, and you can see it here. This cost me 2 energy of 39 that I currently have. Okay, but it usually costs you 2 energy per conversation at the beginning, but this cost increases as you gain more Amity with the NPC. So the more Amity you get with the NPC, the more energy will cost you to have conversations with him or her. Okay, the conversation button will tell you the energy required for a conversation and the total amount of energy you have, as we already said. Now, once you are ready, click the conversation button, and that will bring you to the minigame. Now, the best way to explain this is by dissecting the screen a bit. Okay, let's talk about the conversation minigame mechanics. The conversation minigame to gain Amity can be very confusing, as you can see, and unless someone explains to you what to do, you will be very frustrated at first. It's not difficult, but it's very confusing, and that is what can be really frustrating. So the aim of this game is to gain amity with the NPC and to spark interest. So sparking interest is calculated by comparing the interest level of the NPC that you are talking to versus the interest level of the knowledge you have selected in the knowledge of interest circle, meaning this. So let's dissect that. As we said, here is the requirement of the NPC is asking you in order to achieve the amity and to complete that requirement. So in this case, it's asking us to gain an accumulated favor of 70 or more. And here on the left, you have the wealth, which gives you the interest level, 29 in this case, and the favor of 14. This is the interaction result, and sparking interest determines if the knowledge you have selected will have an effect or not on the NPC. And you select the knowledge down here, okay? Okay, so this is interaction result. This is the sparking interest, the sparking interest failure, because you will have some requirements for that as well. The accumulated favor level and the maximum favor level. That's the current amity you have with the current NPC, and that is the zodiac sign where you need to, by right-clicking, you need to place all these characters knowledge. Okay. Okay, so let's do an example. And remember that you know, every conversation you have to pay energy. It's 2 energy that you need to pay. So the requirement here is to accumulate favor of 70 or more. Now we need positive figures for that, and you will see that every knowledge have a percentage in here. And the higher the percentage, the more possibilities you have to successfully complete the requirement. So in this case, we are going to place knowledge the closest to 100%, and that way we won't fail, or that is the idea anyway. Okay, so let's select the maximum we can and see what happens. Click the conversation button, and you will see that that smiley faces means that you are sparking interest. If you get sad faces, means that you are not sparking the interest. Okay, so as you can see, we sparked the interest 7 times. We didn't spark interest failures anything. The accumulated favor level is 300 and the maximum favor level is 97. So we have already completed that request. Now you can either keep talking or you can actually exit and get the 31 amity in total. Now if you decide to keep talking and you fail, you will lose all your amity that you have accumulated. Okay, so let's keep talking just for the sake of showing you. Requirement is talk freely. In this case, you just press anyone that you want, and you will not be penalized for any lower knowledge percentages. Okay. As you can see, now it's all smiley faces, and at this stage, it doesn't matter if you have smiley faces or not, because you just want to talk freely. And as you can see, the amity from the last conversation has been carried over, and we have a total of 111 amity in total. Now we could exit here and pocket this 111 or carry on talking. Let's do that. Now we need to gain an accumulated favor of 118 or more. Okay, so let's do that. Let's go for 100% again to make sure that we don't fail, or closest to 100%. I hope this is making sense, guys, because I know they can be very daunting, very complicated, but if you have any question, please let me know, and I'll be more than happy to explain it to you in more detail if I can. Okay, sparking interest 5 now, accumulated favor level 378, and the maximum favor level is 137. Now each conversation have 3 rounds. Once you finish the 3 round successfully, the conversation will be finished. And to start a different conversation or to start the minigame again, you need to start another conversation, which will charge you 2 energy. Keep that in mind. Okay, the current amity 229. Okay, let's poke that up. And so you will see the conversation has increased amity, and you could actually start another conversation if you like, but I think that is it. So why do you want amity? Let's recap. Why you want amity? Because you will be able to unlock quests and items in the shop of the NPC if they have a shop. A quest will be unlocked anywhere, regardless if they have a shop or not. Okay, and that's pretty much how conversation goes, guys. I really hope this makes sense. If it doesn't, please leave me a comment. I'll try to explain it a bit better, as I'm sorry if it's a bit confusing, but it is what it is, guys. It is what it is. Let me know what you think. This is Conversations tutorials for Black Desert Online, and I really hope you can take advantage of this video and help you along the way. So please comment, subscribe, and like, and I will see you in the next episode. Until then, take great care.